The threesome kind of like affirmed my choice. Like, yeah, I pick them hot. Like, and so that was really nice. And then after she had left, me and Heather spent the whole next day in bed together. It was like a new glow. Like,
it was all that new relationship stuff, and we just couldn't keep our hands off each other, and it was kind of amazing.
I met Heather by winding up on her doorstep on Thanksgiving.
She got arrested at the protest for the Mike Brown and Eric Garner non-indictments, and so protest family was looking out, and we were having a Strays Thanksgiving, and friends just threw you my way.
We were friends by Christmas and dating by New Year's. I knew pretty much right away that even if we weren't going to be dating or together, that we were going to have to sleep together more.
And we did. Every time, it's just amazing, and I really didn't expect that after 3 years. To have this like constant stream of passion for each other is amazing and unexpected for me.
If you would have told me 3 years into a relationship, I would still get excited and I would get giddy still. It may not be as frequent, but it feels deeper.
More of the needs that you used to get met through sex are now met through like cuddling and other forms of intimacy. So it may not all be as like obviously sexual, but sometimes just like laying and touching your boob is like, that's a form of sex. It's a form of like intimacy with another person's body.
Being with Heather really made me sort of expand my sexual repertoire.
We tried our first threesome as a couple.
I know a lot of people approach threesomes like something's wrong and we need to add a new person in. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong. It was just like, I'm attractive, you're attractive. Like, I bet we could do this. I asked if it was okay and to shoot the shot, and Heather says shoot the shot. We set up a date, we went out to eat, and
the date part was super cute because it was fun to watch Elsa have first date nerves, and like she couldn't stop talking. Like we'd gone back to the house and like we're playing cards or whatever, and she just kept talking, and I was like, in my head I'm just thinking, we're never gonna kiss her if you don't stop talking. Like, when is the opportunity gonna come?
After she had left, me and Heather spent the whole next day in bed together. It was like a new glow. Like,
it was all that new relationship stuff, and we just couldn't keep our hands off each other, and it was kind of amazing.
I often forget that there's big, obvious differences between us. Being in an interracial relationship is something that I both forget and is something that is ever present. Right up until recently, in my mind, my soulmate did not look like Heather, but this is the package that my soulmate came in, and I'm not gonna say no to it.
I mean, it's always different when we're outside the bedroom, when we're outside our own home, when you talk about people on the street or family or friends. I mean, it is a factor in how people relate to us as well and how we're perceived in the world. I work very hard to not approach it like some sort of sexualized version of racism and idea of what that person and that race are like sexually.
I've had people ask me like, Elsa, how can you be so pro-black and date a white woman? And that's because, you know, I'm still black. I was black before Heather, I'm black with Heather, and if anything, God forbid, ever happens to Heather, I will still be black. Being
able to have that freedom and comfort to discuss our sex life, I think has really helped in keeping the passion as well, because I feel heard and seen around my body. It's about figuring out what you want and saying yes, and like reaffirming those positive experiences. I tell her I love her a lot. I tell her how much I love her. I tell her how attractive I think she is all the time. She tells me a lot, which is, I've never had a partner do that as much as Elsa does. She's attractive every day.